Hello. Nulový. Nom nom.
Hello guys, brand new topic for you today, an important one, and that is the TRC and the visa run. And I know there's a lot of information online, and I think that with our input you can get a bigger picture of what it means to get through a visa run with children and what our options were in that process. First of all, my TRC lasted about 8 months until it was resolved. So when we got here, we actually went to the immigration office and we asked what kind of paperwork they needed and what kind of application I need to make so that I can initiate the whole TRC process. And from the immigration office, they gave us a bunch of documents that we needed to fill in. We came back home, my husband started to do all that work, and we registered the whole file with everything inside of it. We waited for a while and then they called us back and they said, well, we reviewed your file, but unfortunately we cannot give your wife a TRC because the type of visa that she has does not apply to the TRC conditions. And we asked why, because from Romania, from the embassy, I received a visa exemption available for 5 years. And with that, I thought I was qualified to get a TRC. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So we had to create another file with a new set of paperwork, and I had to renounce my visa exemption and apply for a spouse visa here in Da Nang. And we had to wait for that visa to be approved. And after it was approved, we had to make a new set of documents and apply again for a TRC. And third time was lucky, and we managed to get my temporary residence card. Now, the TRC is available for 2 years, provided I don't change addresses. So the TRC is directly linked to where you live. If you change addresses, you have to go through that entire process all over again. Where we are living here now, we have a 2-year contract, but if we decide to move in the next 2 years, it will not cover my TRC since I got my TRC 8 months later. About the visa runs, that actually depends on the type of visa that you had upon arriving here. For me, when we arrived, I had the visa exemption, and even though I thought that being the spouse of a Vietnamese would be enough for me not to have to leave the country and come back in, it was not the case. All they granted me was 6 months. I could stay in Vietnam for 6 months, and then I had to leave the country and come back again. It didn't matter that my husband is a Vietnamese citizen. It didn't matter that my kids are Vietnamese citizens. For me, that didn't apply. So when the 6-month mark was coming up, we started looking into visa run versions and alternatives because, first of all, I didn't want to go by myself there's a visa run that you can do by bus. It takes like 24 hours. You go with other expats that need their visa renewed. You leave the country by bus to Laos and then you come back. Now, this version for single people, it's amazing, it's fast. You go through an agency, they take care of everything for you, and you just cover the cost of the whole thing, and then you come back, you're all sorted. For me, it sounds scary, to be honest. It sounds scary, it sounds shady, it sounds like you're putting yourself into someone's hand, and you are liable for, I don't know, all sorts of dangers, especially as a single woman traveling in these countries, not knowing the laws, the regulations. And I've heard stories, not just about conflicts that appeared, but about bribes being asked, about money not being processed correctly. I didn't trust to go by myself and do the visa run via bus. I know many expats do it, and I think it's great for single people. But for me, I was still breastfeeding at the time. I still am. And I couldn't be away from my kid for more than 4 hours because he needed to be nursed. So what worked for us was to look for a city break somewhere near where we could get a quick flight and go back and return. And in order not to make it too exhausting, because we could have booked a flight and a return one in the same day or the exact same day, the next day, but we didn't want to do that. We didn't want to rush it. We want to do it nice. We want to do it peaceful. We want to do it as a family and not treat it as a visa run, a must thing to do so you can just get your papers renewed. That's how we decided to book city break to Bangkok, Thailand. The flight is fast. It was like an hour and a half. It was really cool to do it. The kids love being on a plane. They are enjoying themselves every time. We booked a nice hotel. We wanted to make sure that we are relaxed and there's no worry for us. We wanted to have the breakfast in the hotel, so we didn't have to go around looking for food. So the whole thing became a vacation, a really nice escape from the stress that was already accumulated here, from the tension and from everything. It was actually a nice break that we took in Thailand, and we took advantage of 2 whole days to go around with our kids. And we had a lot of fun at the Wax Museum in Madame Tussauds Museum. And the next day we went to the aquarium.
Да, компост. Куда ты еще заберешь?
Hello.
Ой, ой, Стюка, фаш, прости. Стюка, фаш, прости.
Wow. I lost binoculum. Pasti?
Să facem mami acolo, ia! Hai la mami! Haide, haide! Hai! Haide la mami, vii? Cu scutecut normal pe tine, Doamne! Bagă-l să nuate, bagă-l să nuate! Ei, bine! Așa! Ei! Ei, bine!
There's 14 things, okay?
Okay!
The day.
Bangkok is now a lot less crowded than I remembered, and I think being in Vietnam and seeing all the scooters around got me used to this agitation. While in Bangkok now, most of the people travel by car, and it seemed so Western when we arrived there, and they were respecting the traffic regulations and there were no scooters driving on the sidewalk. You actually had a lot of pavement where you could walk, and I found that really, really refreshing when we arrived, and the kids really enjoyed it. We had a lot of options for food, because Bangkok also has street food, you have restaurants, you have all types of food that you can imagine. We actually preferred, out of comfort to be honest, to eat at the restaurant right next to the hotel. It was an American style restaurant and they had the most delicious vegan burgers. So for me, craving a lot of beef for a really long time, to have that vegan burger was actually the most delicious thing I ate this time in Bangkok. You don't need to leave for a few days, like I just said. You can get a weekend away, and then when you come back, they renew your visa for the period that it's allocated to your type of visa. For me, at that point, it was for another 6 months, but for other tourists, it could be 90 days, and I don't know what other types of visas there are, but I know that for some countries there is no visa entry, no visa necessary entry now, and Romania has become one of those countries that doesn't require a visa when you come to visit Vietnam as a tourist for up to 45 days, I think. And I know there's a whole list of countries that fits into that category, but for the expats that choose to live here, or for expats that choose to retire here, doing the visa run is a must, and there is no retirement plan for Vietnam yet. They might come up with something in future years if they see that it becomes something that people are actually and actively looking for. But until then, you have people going in and out of the country every 3 months, every 6 months, and they are happy to do it just to have the privilege to live here.
Nu pune mâna. Don't touch it.
Așteptăm cu nimeni să le certe imediat, că punem mâna pe el. Prințesa Diana.
Princess Diana. Cât de reală e.
Da. Picasso, mami. Îl cheamă Picasso.
Așa, geniul meu. Încă o dată și gata. Hai. Casti, nu lovi.
Acolo, ok? La oglindă, Casti strigă. Hello, Clarice. Just feel it. Music's got me feeling the need.
Place? Dacă nu-ți place, o lași că o mănânc eu cu tati. E în ciocolată cu alune.
Om nhom 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 nhom. Da, știam că plouă. Uite Moș Crăciun. L-am prins pe Moș Crăciun.